and Rajesh Vadire. Okay, welcome to all. I'm assuming all of you are parents with kids and you're interested in the session. Or as I heard her, she is, uh, when I just joined, so you are speaking, I think, Lakshmi, right? So you are ready to conceive, and that's the right time to start. I mean, you're really, really wise that you are taking this aspect of parenting so seriously that you want to be prepared for it, because most of the people no, they just go with the flow and don't think that it is something that needs preparation. So really proud of you and
Okay,
people like
so
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
my beautiful ladies, now we have to, first welcome our spiritual parenting coach, when we are starting the session. So, a warm welcome to Diksha ma'am, Diksha Samir. Let me tell you something about
thank you.
her. Yeah, so Diksha is an ex-IT professional, health coach, spiritual counselor, parenting enthusiast. But yeah, she is a spiritual parenting coach, and she is, having very, unique knowledge and expertise in spiritual parenting, and meditation teacher. She is from Nagpur, but now settled in Bangalore. Her spiritual journey started in 2012 when a deep seeking opened a new portal of existential reality beyond the physical dimension. In 2015, she got introduced to PSSM and embarked on a beautiful journey of soul growth. Currently, she offers knowledge sessions and counseling to seekers for issues related to health and nutrition, parenting, emotional intelligence, and divine feminine. She is a spiritual tablet counselor under Dr. GK. So, yeah, here is our spiritual parenting coach, the most favorite and, so soft spoken. You should have to add on like, soft spoken skills, when you're training to others. So, yeah, my favorite one, Diksha Samir. Okay, give a big clap to her, everyone. And she has raised the very heart touching subject and topic that is the most important right now. The biggest issue, that is a global issue, we can say, is of children. Why children? Because yes, we are going to know about it more by her. That is Rainbow Kids and Crystal Kids and Indigo Kids. Many of us know at least the names that these kind of kids are, like these souls are coming on earth. But yet there are many parents who don't know about such kind of things. Like is it their soul? They are thinking like they have normal kids, but they are extraordinary, or they are something like hyperactive, or giving a psychological disorder name. So here we are going to correct, and we are going to have a brainwash. We need it actually. Being as a parent, I'm telling it because yes, I do have a child who is like, oh my god. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much, Diksha. And yes, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Priya. Thank you so much. That was a beautiful, beautiful introduction. Yeah, I'm not an expert, just that I have experience, and my experience has taught me many things that I want to share with you. And I'll be really glad if it helps you in any way. Yeah, it's an ongoing process. It's a learning process. Parenting is not that you do it one time and you're done with it. It's a no learning process. As the child grows, no, the challenge keeps changing. So once you get the lock of the key of the one lock, the lock changes again, and then you have to figure out the next key. So it's like you have to keep learning and evolving over time. So, yeah, I just want to give you a little introduction about my journey, that how it all started. I was not very keen to be a parent. I didn't know. why to have children, because we already have so much population. So why to add another one in that, uh, loop, in that thing, and add an extra burden. But then life had other plan for me, and it happened. And my son he started my journey, and and I realized that it is my purpose to serve these children, to serve the parents, and so that they have it easy, so the parents have it easy, so that it's a beautiful and relaxed and comfortable journey for both of them. So my son is my guru. He has taught me a lot of things that I would like to share with you. Some things that work for me, some things that I've seen work for other people, and some things that I've learned from different pioneers of the field. And at the same time, I'm also undergoing a Waldorf teacher training program. So to learn more about it. So with this all, my self learning and my experience, and with added teacher training, I just want to give you something that probably will be helpful for you guys and make your life easy, even if it helps, just one tantrum at a time. If it helps you to deal with one tantrum, my purpose will be served. So that's the idea. um, so I will start by sharing. I'll share the PPT and we'll go. Before that, if you have any questions, and I hope it sets the tone for the expectation that what you can expect from this session. If you have any doubts before that, you may raise your hand. I'll answer the question and then we can go ahead. Okay. Yeah. Lakshmi Sandhya. Yeah, please tell me. You
Uh,
can unmute yourself and you can talk.
yeah, it's not like doubt and all. Like when we are planning for the conceiving, going for pregnancy, what sort of mind we should be, and what foods and all we have to take, and how the meditation we have to implement it. Because we'll be having little more priorities also. For me and my husband, I'll be more interested in that, to be more happy by ourselves. Second priority will be getting that conceiving thing, but that's also
Yeah.
important in
Yeah.
life, because we work on till lifetime like to improve ourselves. So but it mainly focuses for me on. So for that also I need
Yeah.
like a implement. Yeah,
Yeah. If you want to become a better person, there is no other mm, person who acts as a catalyst than your child. The child will force you to become a better person every day, and make a better world, make a better society, make a better community for their future. And
yeah,
that's going to drive you. So you're at the this is the mindset you should have, that this is what I will suggest, that yes, you're on your own, you're complete, you're whole, but if you have another whole dimension to explore when you have kids, and that's going to help you grow exponentially, that you cannot grow all by yourself unless you have that little angel to serve. So with that mindset, if you go ahead, if you set your intentions, if you invite a soul that okay, I'm ready to have you, I'm ready to serve you, I'm ready to set you forth on your journey to serve your to help you serve your purpose in this world. uh, no, I welcome you. And if you feel I'm worthy to become your mother, then please grace us with your presence. And the soul who is the right vibrational match for you, for whom you can provide the right ground, okay,
okay,
that soul will definitely come to you. And so I think that is the intention you should set,
okay.
and that should be your mindset. And then everything just falls in place, and your growth will be exponential,
And even one
and
more
you'll
thing.
add a lot of value to the world.
Yeah,
Lakshmi, I would like to add one thing actually for the mothers, the women who are seeking for, like, who are thinking of conceiving and all the, we have a of workshop, that is 40 days workshop, and which is completely guided for how to conceive spiritually,
Okay.
and how to cleanse your body, and how to go through the process to have that, divine soul, that is Divya Atma. So how to do that process. So there will be complete guidance, and there will be, because this is in a complete different aspect. So I will forward the details, all the details to you. You just share your number over here, and a little
Okay.
request to Diksha ma'am that first explain everyone, like, well, about the topics we have chosen, and then go ahead with the interactive session
Sure.
if it is possible.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm just going to start the session right now. We'll just jump into the topic. The topic is about the children of today, the children of higher consciousness. They are the souls of higher consciousness who are coming down to earth to raise the consciousness of this planet, to help in the ascension of the planet, to heal the world, to create a new world. And so, how uh, we are also the part of their journey, and how we can help them, and how can help we as a collective together along with our children, we can make this happen. Okay, fine. So I'll just share my PPT and we'll just get into the subject now. Okay, everybody can see the presentation, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the topic is children of today. These are the children who are the future generation, who are the pioneers of the change that we see in the world today. And they are the pioneers to heal the world, to heal their parents. And then they create that ripple effect and to heal the entire society and create an entirely new world that we have never seen before, never heard of before. Just like they are here to bring the heaven on earth. So, who they are exactly? So, they are the volunteer souls who have volunteered to come on earth and to help in the ascension of the earth. They could be avatars, they could be the gurus and enlightened beings who have chosen to come back and give their knowledge, their wisdom. So they could be somebody who are already in the future and they want to come to change the past and to create another better future, or to take us in the future that they have visioned for, or which is possible or potential. Or they could be uh, the star seeds who have already been living in other um, planets, or the extraterrestrial beings, or the light workers who have just come here, very, very pure souls who have just come here down on earth just to spread their light. Okay. So even if you're a volunteer, an avatar, a guru, an enlightened being, you're a star seed, you're a light worker, when you come to earth, you come as a little child, right? You There are different ways, but this is the most basic way, right? So and we as a parent, when we have a child, when we look at that small body, that tiny creature, uh, it's very difficult to see them as who they really are, no? Because it's really difficult for us to conceive that. So they are here to raise the vibration of the planet, to anchor the new energies. Their DNA is equipped and is active on is fully active. We have a 12-strand DNA. While not everybody, all of us are working at the fullest potential, but they are coming with already activated DNA, and they have the capacity to anchor the new energies, the new consciousness, and help in the raising the vibration of the planet. Okay. So, since this phenomena is happening, the ascension of Earth, the awakening of Earth, creating of the new world. Okay. So, as per the author Dolores Cannon, there are like three waves of volunteers. This is pretty old work. So, she has given the waves only till 2012, and we'll see beyond that what it is. So, the first wave was around the 1950s and 1960s. They were the hippies, the baby boomers. They were the elders of light. So, slowly, those people started coming. If I have to give you a little background, I'll give that uh, there was a potential. There were two potentials for Earth. One potential was the Third World War, and the other potential was to go into the higher dimension and to raise the vibration of the planet and know the awakening, the ascension of the planet. So there was a required a minimum number of people to wish for that, to have an intention to meditate for that, and there were the hippies. There were some around 1987. They did that, the harmonic convergence, which gave a consent to the higher authorities, the light beings, to come on earth. Because we have free will, they cannot interfere, they cannot tell us what to do and what not to do. So they have invented a new way that the volunteers will come, they will become a part of earth, they will get born in earth, and no, they will, as humans, they will try to bring about the change. Okay, so this was the plan that was put forth, and as per this plan, the first wave came, then the second wave came around 1970s, 1990s. Those are the indigos. The previous ones were the elders of light, the hippies, the baby boomers. And the third wave was around after 2000, the new children on the block. So the after the indigos were the crystals and the rainbows. So we'll see. So that was as per Dolores Cannon. As per Doreen Virtue, there is a little bit of timeline shift here and there, but more or less we can just take a gist of this. So indigos, they came around 1970s, 80s, right? So they are already adults. Like some of us will be indigo adults already. They are in their 30s and 40s, and they are now the parents to the children of the new consciousness. So they are the parents to the crystals, they are the parents to the rainbows. And the crystals, the indigos have slightly blue, indigo blue aura, and the crystals, they have like translucent, crystalline type of aura with very pastel, very light hues, pastel hues, and they would be around, I would say 15 to 25 years of age now in this scenario. So they will fall in the category of the youth. Okay, so the crystals are pretty much in the youth phase now. And then we have the rainbows, the children who started coming after the 2012. Okay, when the shift was completed. uh, Before that there was a potential, the indigos and the crystals work for it, and when it was sealed, that we are going with the potential of ascension of the earth, that time the rainbows started coming, who are more balanced, and their works are also different. So the new humans, they started coming on earth. So, what is the purpose of these new humans? It is to bring about the new normal. The indigos came and they were the forerunners, they were on the forefront, and they had to break the old paradigm. Okay, the traditional thinking, the conventional uh, thinking, which is old and which is not in the highest good, which is like low vibrational, um, old, very traditional, not flexible. That kind of thinking, that kind of paradigm, that kind of world, that kind of structure, they are here to break that. So the indigos would be very rebellious because they had to do this breaking the old. Okay. And the crystals. So once that old is broken, now the job of the crystal is to build a foundation on that broken paradigm. So the foundational work will be done by the crystals. And the rainbows, they will continue to build upon what the indigos and the crystals they have already begun. And eventually, it will create a new paradigm and an entirely new way of existing. Okay? So, uh, yeah, so far so good. So now, this phenomena started mostly in the Western countries, okay, in the beginning, and now it is so widespread that it is like rampant even in India, in the Asian countries also, and they are these kids of higher consciousness, of new consciousness, they are everywhere now. They would be, I think, I would say that all the kids who are born after 2012, they are all of higher consciousness, because the lower consciousness beings are not allowed on earth anymore, because the vibration of the earth has already risen. So what are the behavioral traits? How do we identify them? So before 2000, after 2012, all of them, we can just say that all of them are the higher consciousness beings. But sometimes the kind of environment they get or they do not get, it can, they mm, they may show these traits or they may not show these traits. They might, I mean, you may not be able to make out them any different, or you can instantly make out that they are different. Okay. So what are the qualities that a mother could possibly recognize, because the mother is very, very closely watching these kids and spending time with them, and she will have experiences of that sort. So probably she'll see that the child has telepathy. That's something that you're not said and just your thought about, the child has picked it up. Okay. uh, so they have telepathy, they have some extra sensory perceptions, ESPs, that you may notice that they can see things, they can sense things, they can hear things, um, and they just know when you're authentic, when you're not authentic. They can see through you completely. I mean, there's nothing that is hidden, because they have those extrasensory perceptions. In lies, they will detect the lies, the manipulations, the fake promises that we do. They'll not buy into them. Okay, so there's no way that you can fool them around. Then they'll have a very high sense of self-esteem. They'll be like, they'll think that they are royalty, or those leadership skills, you'll be able to see them um, from the beginning. Okay, they'll be very, very evident. Also, you will see that they are very, very wise beyond their uh, age. They'll be very mature and wise, and you can see it. At the same time, they'll be very sensitive to energy. They'll be very energy sensitive. Like some places or some people may make them very, very uncomfortable. They would not want to be around them, around some people or some places they would not want to go. And probably if you take them in a crowded place, and they might act antisocial, or you'll just see that they gel with one person and they just repel another person. So that way they just go with the energy and vibration of the person, very energy sensitive, and they'll be uncomfortable, and they could be very antisocial, and they would like to spend a lot of time alone by themselves. They may not be able to say it, but in their behavior, you can notice that when what happens when you take them into a crowded place, what happens, then they need some lot of time alone. So all those things probably you have already noticed, or you will notice. And but once they are with the evolved beings, the evolved souls of people who are mature and wise and evolved, so you'll feel that they gel so well that they do not show any of these signs, like being antisocial, being uncomfortable, and they're just so comfortable, and they are like a different person altogether. So this is because of their energy sensitivity. So you'll see a lot of variations when it comes to their behavior. Some situations or some people may make them extremely comfortable, and some may make them extremely discomfortable. So you just have to be very, very mindful that you don't have to force them to be with the people they are not comfortable. They don't have to force them to go a certain place where they do not feel comfortable, because they can sense what you cannot. So it's like probably you use them as a, just go with their perception, just follow it, accept it, and always take the side of your child that okay, my child is not feeling comfortable, so I may take your leave even if it feels like not a right, not doesn't suit your social etiquettes probably, but just for the sake of the child, because he knows better and he can sense better, you have to go with child the child's sensitivities, and take always, always, always take the side of your child. Okay, so we'll dig deep into the qualities of the indigos, the crystals, and the rainbows. We have seen, uh, got a glimpse of it, what it is, and I will go a little bit deeper into it. So the indigos, they are pretty masculine, they are rebellious, they are, as we have seen, that they are the status quo busters. They do not want to follow the rules just because if you are like authority, you are being authoritarian, you have to do this because I want you to do this, because I say it, because I am bigger than you, I'm your mother or I'm your father. It's not going to work with them. They will rebel, they'll do tantrums, um, because they do not want that old thing, old thinking, old paradigm to continue. They're here to break it. So you will feel a lot of rebellion from them, and they will, because they are leaders, they're not followers, and they'll have trouble with authority, because authority will try to enforce something on them which they are not going to take it, and if they may always have some kind of resistance with the authority, be it no, since the indigos are adults now, they'll have a lot of trouble with their parents, with their in-laws, with their boss, with their no, somebody, anything, anybody of authority, somebody who just tries to tell them to do this way or that way. um, if it is reasonable, they will definitely do it. If it makes sense to them, they will do it, but not just because it has been done from so many years, they are not going to continue to do that. They would do things their way. Okay, so that was for the indigos. The crystals are very gentle, very feminine. They could be introvert, they could be calm and shy, and they would be very saint like energy to them. uh, they'll be very easy to handle. I mean, the uh, everybody will tell you that, oh my God, you are such a blessed parent. Your child is so calm and composed and cooperative and so easy. I'm having so much trouble with mine. Okay, so this is what the crystals are, but they are wise beyond their age, but their energies are more gentler. And the rainbows are, they have a perfect balance of the masculine and the feminine, and their expression is also balanced. So the expression of the indigo was very, very rough. The expression of the crystal was little introvert and shy and timid and submissive, uh, but powerful. Okay, um, but these rainbows, they are going to have the perfect balance. Okay, they would be social, fun loving, wise, happy, and like a best combination of the first two. Okay, then we move to the next one. So what is our job we as a parent, okay, we will have our challenges to understand these kids. uh, so how can we help ourselves? How can we help them? First of all, the first and the foremost thing you can understand is that parenting is a very, very noble job, and it is of utmost importance. If you do that perfectly, you're going to serve the world uh, in a so much, you're going to add so much value to this world. The, no, that and that is just enough, okay, of the job well done. If you do that job well, that you're doing something very, very great. Okay, do not take as just no, just something that you landed up to do, and something you're doing unwillingly, or something you're facing a lot of challenges with. First you have to start honoring your job as a parent. Okay? It is, if you're a meditation teacher, or if you're a great politician, or you have a great career woman, and you are getting promotions on promotions, and if you keep that on top of your child, on top of being a parent, then it's the parenting, I think, should be at the top of everything with you. And I mean self love and parenting should go hand in hand. Then the next thing that you can do is that you don't have to treat them as somebody subordinate to you or somebody under you. You have to treat them as an equal. You have to first start respecting them. You have to understand that even though the body is a tiny body, there is a great, great soul which is residing there. Okay, so that is the next thing. This is how you change yourself to serve them better. And when you have those fundamentals right within yourself, you'll see the result, that you get complete cooperation from them, you get the same respect from them, they listen to you and they respect you. um, so you have to give respect, and that is one thing. And you have to earn their trust. How do you earn their trust? How do you tell them that no, you're trustworthy? So how to earn their trust is be very, very authentic with them. Do not try to manipulate. Do not try to treat them as somebody inferior, and that you are superior. And don't be tied to authoritarian, and absolute no to raise your voice or to abuse them. uh, no, they don't deserve it. They have not taken this role to volunteer and get beaten up by the parent, or being yelled by the parent, to be not understood by the parent. That's absolutely not worth their time. It's an absolute no. So, and you have to raise yourself in a way that you command respect, that they think that my mama or my papa is worthy of imitation. I want to be like them. So, because they learn everything looking at you, you are the best person for them to be like, to want to be like. Okay, so you have to make yourself worthy of imitation, because they learn everything by imitation. You will notice that they become a mini you. Okay, they learn the way you do things, they will do things like you. So they are consciously or unconsciously, they are grasping things from you. So if you want anything to be changed in the child, you have to change it in yourself. You have to become worthy of the imitation, worthy to become their role model, worthy for them to be want to be like you. Okay, and at the same time, your actions, that whatever actions you take, they should come for the child. Okay, they should come from a place of love, not from a place of fear. um, like that, if you have for example, if your child is not comfortable in the school, and you are having an insecurity that if I take my child out of the school, what will happen to him, what will be his future, all those insecurities will start popping in. But you see that the child is suffering in the school. So when you act from a place of love, you will not buy, you will not pay much attention to that insecurity that stems from what will happen. You will just take the action which is needed right now for the well-being of the child, that it will come from a place of love, that the child needs to be taken out from the school. That's all. That's what is needed in this situation, and the rest will follow. If the child is comfortable, uh, it will just happen. The next things will also be taken care of. Okay. Okay, is this better? Now is the screen better?
No, on the
Shall I keep
outside,
it like this?
and on the right side, two blank scales are showing actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it?
Now,
Now the right hand side is
now you
gone.
check. But on the top it is there.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my Zoom thing. Is it bothering too much?
No, now it
Or
is
can we
okay.
continue? I think this is better. Now
Yeah.
better, no?
Yeah. You can.
Okay. Yeah.
You
So,
can make it large.
okay. And when making it large. Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, where were we? We were like, okay, your action should come from a place of love, not from a place of fear or insecurity. So, at the same time, also these are very creative beings. They are heart centered. They are right brain oriented mostly. So, and if we give them a lot of uh, left brain overload with a lot of information, lot of screen time, no such things, then they are going to get very jittery. They are going to lose their balance. So you need to give them more of creative activities to bring about the balance. Okay, allow them to connect with nature, allow them to connect with uh, people, humans, non-toxic materials, and just go very very easy on the left brain overload, because that is going to hamper them. And you'll see a lot of tantrums, a sort of lot of jittery behavior, a lot of anxiety, lot of fidgety behavior. Okay, that happens because of the left brain overload. If we try to teach them a lot of analytical things and all, that may happen. Okay, at the same time you have to be very very honest with them. Don't try to manipulate them, don't try to bribe them, don't try to have those kind of things with them, because they'll come back on you. Okay, if you do that to them, they can also do that to you, and uh, then you won't like it when they do it back to you. Okay, also if you have a tantrum, that time uh, the tantrum could be something completely unrelated to what is the actual root cause. Okay, the root cause could be completely different, and the tantrum would go in completely another direction. For that, you have to just relax and find out that what did you miss. Is there any promise that you did not fulfill? Is there something uh, that has something related to something that happened previously? Okay, mostly it will be like you have promised something and you're not fulfilled your promise, and the something or something is pending from your side. Or it could also be that because the child is throwing the tantrum, the restlessness in you, the child has picked it up, and he is reflecting it back to you. Okay, so here the co-regulation works. So if you want to regulate the child, you first regulate yourself. If you want the child to calm down, you calm down first. If you want a child to, you know, stop being hyperactive, you stop being hyperactive. Probably you are hyperactive in your mind and the child is doing it the exact same thing, in, showing it to you, reflecting back to you, your restlessness, your anxieties, your fears, or you're not being at ease with yourself. Okay, so here the co-regulation works. So this is how we can calm them down. Also, you have to respect their readiness. For example, if you have to take them for a vaccine, okay, uh, if you prepare the child beforehand that okay, tomorrow we have to go for vaccination and the uncle will give you, you'll feel a soft prick on your thigh, and then you follow it up. Don't make it as okay, just prepare the child. The child will feel little uh, fear about it, or get anxious about it. So you have to balance it like okay, but you know what we'll do after that? After that we'll go out to your favorite play area and we'll go to the lake, or we'll do add something on top of that that the child will look forward to, so that the anxiety, the fear of the thing uh, is taken care of. So the child will look forward to, okay, I'm ready for the vaccination because after that I'm going to get, this is going to happen. I'm looking forward to it. It's not like a bribe, but it is something that you're giving him the brighter picture of a issue, of a scenario which is not so comfortable. Yeah. I hope that all your answers are, all the questions are getting settled while I'm giving you these, and probably in the answers also, when we take question and answer, that time also, uh, I'll come back to these things. Okay. So for a very, very young child, what is important is, and not only for the young child, for all the children, that they have to follow the rhythm of, they should have a rhythm of the day and the night. They should wake up with the sun and they should go to bed with the sun. Okay, that rhythm should be there. And the whole day there should be a proper rhythm, a proper time when they eat, a proper time when they take bath. Okay, it doesn't have to be that they have to take bath in the morning only. They can take bath in the evening, but it has to be a rhythm. It has to happen in a rhythmic manner, because when we have a rhythm, you know what to expect, you know what is coming next, and there are no surprises. And when there are no surprises, the child feels safe, the child feels comfortable, there is no anxiety in them. But if the every day the routine is changing, you will see that the child is becoming anxious, because the child is not feeling safe, because he doesn't know what to expect, what will happen next, because there are so many surprises, and the surprises are overwhelming for the child. uh, the next thing I will tell is that you should follow a non-toxic lifestyle. So probably you should have, because these are, since these kids are very sensitive, they will be very sensitive to toxins as well. So if there are toxins in your environment, in your lifestyle, if when they go in their body, the body may not be able to process it like our body can process, or when we were children we could process those things, they may not be able to do, because they are really more sensitive. So little bit of toxic also can create a lot of discomfort within them, and then you may show some signs and symptoms later on. So make sure that your food is nice and warm and freshly cooked and local, organic, and the environment is non-toxic. There's not too much of the colors are not too bright, the sounds are not too uh, no overwhelming for them. There is not not too much of things happening around them. lot of calm and a lot of peace. And also that don't make them, the toys are not too much so that they cannot focus on one toy, uh, because if they get into the habit of that, their attention spans will be very limited. Okay. Also when they have the treats or the celebrations, that time also, so that is the time when we try to give in. And then okay, now probably it's okay to have junk food once in a while in the treats or the celebrations. um, but if you avoid that also, make them excited about the fruits, make them excited about the seasonal fruits, make them excited, the same kind of excitement that you might have for a burger or a candy. You can create that sort of excitement in the child, for a very very healthy and nutritious food. So they will look forward to a ragi porridge, they will look forward to no, spinach dish. They look forward to something as a treat because they see that we are cherishing it. We are, giving that dish that reverence and that attention, and for that healthy food, and they will definitely take on to that. Um, so that is one thing, non-toxic lifestyle. And at the same time, you declutter, you get organized so that your headspace is not cluttered. You have less things to um, take care of. It's not overwhelming for you. And then you have that space that to give that calm and hmm, peaceful environment for the child and a peaceful you. If a mother is peaceful, if the parent is peaceful, if the family is peaceful, they're not overwhelmed, everything is organized and decluttered, and there are less things to take care of, there are less chores to do. So the child will be more sorted, and it will be like, it will be easy for them to process, okay, all the activities that are happening around them. Otherwise, they'll get overwhelmed by everything that is happening around them. Okay. And say no to consumerism. Okay. These days, the children are very, very, it's not their fault. It's the way the things are, because the entire human society is becoming consumerist. Okay. And what is consumerism? Consumerism is when you do not know the origin of things, from where the source of thing. Okay. Something, you see a chocolate, okay, and you have never seen how a chocolate is made, that is consumerism. But at the same time, if you see a laddu, okay, you know the whole process of, probably you have grandparents where the grains are grown, you have a farm, you have been taken them to the farm, that this is where the grain grows and this is where the rice comes from, and from this uh, dosa is made from, and this is from where, from that thing, this is how you process it. No, everything, if they know that the source of the things, then that is not consumerism. But the things that you are just consuming, which are available to you and do not know the source of it, that is consumerism. So the, please save your children from that consumerism. Okay. Make them, because they will not have a reverence towards it, they will not have the respect for that thing, they will not value it. So that's one thing. And whenever they have some restlessness or tantrum they are throwing, try to bring them in their body. Where they're too much in the head, where they have too much screen time, no, their head is loaded. So bring that energy, channelize it in the body by making their body active, by giving them some movements, by giving them some, hand works. They are very skilled, they can do handwork, like they can do knitting, finger knitting. There are some things that that give them a longer attention span, that gives their that improves their skills, uh, gross motor, fine motor, everything. And ask them to help in the chores of the house, because if, when the food comes on the table, the child has to know how much work has gone into that for that food to come on the table. So if they will respect you more, they will respect the food more, they will not waste the food, and they will cherish it more. No? So if we bring about these elements, they are very small things, but they matter a lot. and they go into the depths of the consciousness of the child, and they create the person. Okay, and that adds to the character of the child, and it makes a responsible person or an irresponsible person, a person who gives reverence or a person who is a consumer. Okay. So allow them to connect with the earth, take them for nature walks, allow them to connect with the pets, uh, get them engaged in gardening, allow them to play with the sand, clay, all the natural material, all the elements of the nature. Allow them to connect with all the five elements of the nature. Um, because that is what we are made of, and we are more comfortable with them. We're not comfortable with plastic. That feel of plastic is not going to give the same sensory input to the child what a feel of a clay or a feel of a sand is going to give, or a feel of a no leaf of a plant, or a touch of the pet. That comfort which they are going to get from these materials, the elements of the nature, they are not going to get them from the artificial materials. And one of the reasons that they connect to technology more is they're not able to connect with the human. That's why they want a gadget over a person. If you are able to uh, bring that connection, that heart to heart connection, you meet the child where the child is, you look them into the eyes, you come to their level. Okay, when you're talking to a child who is like so tiny and you're tall and you're talking, they cannot connect with you. You have to come down to their level, have face to face eye contact, feel them, hear them, the unsaid things, the untold things, and then you connect. You meet the child where the child is, and then you see that if you give them a choice to have a gadget or to have a time with you and hear a rhyme from your own mouth, they would always choose a human connection if it is a right, if you do it right. Okay. So now we have seen that what they need, what we can do to help them. At the same time, we this is the job of the parent. Okay. At the same time, it's not just the only the parent is going to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to raise a child, because we are social beings. So it is important to have a community of like-minded parents, the parents who are on the same thought process, for the same thought process, and want the same thing for the children, who are sensitive enough to understand the needs of these children. So they should come together and form a community and give the safe space for their children to explore uh, more and come together and enjoy that community living, that sense of belonging which is going to happen through these communities is going to make a lot difference to them in their future. So there are different parenting styles for the parents. So there can be an authoritative parenting style where the child is the parent is the boss and the child has no say, or there could be another style which is like overflowing, like too much, like giving the complete authority to the child. Okay, just allow them to flow and there is no boundary. So that is another one, overflowing. So we have to find, and then there is a flexible, like when the child is in the womb, the child, there is only enough space for the child to grow. Okay, so the womb can stretch a little bit, it can go a little, if the child wants to stretch it, the womb allows that much flexibility, but it's not just going to open the door, because that is not safe. It's not going to give them that privacy, that safe space to grow. So you have to find the right kind of balance between the authority and giving the upper hand to the child. You have to give that flexibility, that how much um, you can stretch the boundary. There is definitely a boundary, and the boundary is decided by the parent for the safety and security of the child, because in that area the parent is really knows better that what is safe and what is not. So you have to find that perfect balance, the perfect flexibility, the strength, the stretching of the womb. So the child is always in a womb, either in a physical womb or an etheric womb or an intellectual womb, and always connected to the mother and the parents and the people around them. So you have to give them that freedom of flexibility, at the same time the loving authority, to keep them safe until they are ready to fly. So another style of parenting is a communicative parenting, where there is enough communication going on between the child and the parent. They're always talking everything, like so it creates a very beautiful bond between them, that and there is a space for honest communication. And what can the society, as a society, as a peer parents, as neighbors, as uncles and aunts, as just the people around, what we can do for every parent, that we can support instead of putting them under a pressure that my child is better than your child. It's not going to help anybody. You have to treat every child as your child, and what you want for your child you want for the other child also. If you want your child to flourish, you want the other child to flourish, have the same kind of things, and it's the best. I mean, if you have that, then the world is going to become such a safe place that no, there's no need for any trouble. So collaboration over, you have to always choose support over pressure. You have to choose collaboration over competition. You have to choose win-win over win-lose, and just don't bring these negative elements when it comes to the children, because you're completely ruining their life if you do that. Um, and the best thing you can do is you become the best uncle and aunt to their friends, and then value you more if you can do that. And they have chosen you as a parent for some reason. They definitely need you. They definitely have something. You definitely have something to offer to them. It's not a mistake. They are not here to trouble you. They're not here to make your lives miserable. They're not here to, just give you a hard time. They are here for you to grow and for you to heal, and just a collaborative process where a mutual, a beautiful mutual uh, thing is happening, manifestation of the divine will is happening. So just honor that and look at it from that point of view. Okay, so what I would like to talk about the schools also, on when is the right time for them to go to school, and what kind of school and what kind of education. So you choose a school which is may not be the best school in town, but it is the best for your child. It addresses the needs of the child. It doesn't have to be the topmost. It doesn't have to give you the 100% results and the 10th class or whatever. But what is the need of the child? Does that is the when is a person there? Is a people there? Are you comfortable that the child spends so much time with them? Are they worthy? Are those people worthy of time and attention to spend time with your child? So all those things you have to check with the child sensibilities and then pick a school for the child. Just don't rush and go into the competition mode and select the best school in the town, um, where there is no attention. The child doesn't get attention. So that is one area that you can be sensitive. So when for a 1 to 3 year child, they are already in oneness consciousness. They do not have a sense of self. They are one with everything. Okay. So when they talk also, they will say, when they start talking, they will not say that I want this toy or I am doing this. They will tell their name and they'll say Dwaj is doing this, or Advait is doing this. Okay. Or he wants that, or he'll look into the photo and he'll say, okay, it's me. They'll say it is Advait, or no, they'll take their name and say. So they don't have a sense of self yet, and they're already connected to the spirit world around that time. So that time just uh, and they'll have a lot of milestones like speaking milestone, crawling milestone, walking milestone. So do not give them any props for them to get fast track on those milestones, because they need to spend their time. They need to those milestones have to unfold by themselves. Okay, if you rush into, if you give them a walker to a child, um, then that crawling that was required to build the muscles, okay, that for him to find if it is the right time for me to stand up or not, uh, if my limbs are able to support me or not, if my bones and muscles are strong enough or not, if they put them in a, and you make them upright, what they really require is to be the animal phase of crawling. You try to make them a human before they have passed that animal phase. So they will have the blocks there between the human kingdom and the animal kingdom evolvement that is going to happen. If they miss out on the crawling, they are going to have speech issues later. Uh, this can happen in some cases. I don't say it happens in all the cases, but this can be. So do not try to fasten their developmental milestones. Just allow them to take their own time, because it may hamper their growth later, or it may show um, in some other areas you may show a delay. Okay, there will be consequences of that. So for a 3 to 7 year child, a sense of self comes. They understand that this is me, that they separate from that oneness consciousness, and they start identifying themselves as a separate being. This After 3 years, and that is a time for them to. It's okay for the mother to separate the child now, to send them to the school, but not a formal school, but a school which is very loving, is heart based, has no formal education, allows the child to explore, allows the child to play. Lot of warmth is there. That warmth is important. Okay, please do not try to separate the child away from you before the age of 3, because they are connected to the mother very, very strongly around that time, and it will have consequences. They will have emotion issues later on in life. um, 7 to 14 years, that time the formal education is perfect. That is the right time for the formal education, and with the formal education they need to be given the knowledge of the self and the life skills, the skills which are important for the survival, for them to be able to take care of themselves if there is nobody around to take care of them. Okay, so those are the life skills that they need to learn, to feed themselves, to cook, to clean, to wash their clothes, to become an independent person. Okay, to take complete responsibility of themselves, they need to be equipped with those life skills in that age. How are we doing on time? Yeah, are we okay? Okay, I think we are fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
Diksha.
so yeah, are we good on time, right? I have almost we
Before
need some time
four,
for question answers, right?
yeah, before
Yeah.
three, it is three
So
ninety.
yeah,
Before
I
four,
think
we
we
are.
are almost like only 3 or 4 slides are there.
Yeah, we can finish. Go
Okay,
easy.
fine. Okay, cool. So how can we look at the world through their eyes? So first, we have to become comfortable within ourselves. We have to come from your head. You have to drop into your heart for you to be able to see the world through their eyes. For them, it is a beautiful world, and they enjoy all the diversity in it. They do not differentiate. They do not uh, like do all those separating things. They are always like see the oneness in everything, and for them everything is beautiful unless you told them that this is not good and this is not right. They see beauty in everything. um, and they know that everything is in perfect divine order when you take it easy, when you know that whatever I'm facing right now, it has a purpose, and everything is in perfect divine order. It's guiding me in something better, in a better direction, and everything is in perfect divine order. Then you just relax in your role and you allow the child to be who he really is, and you do not want to see that perfect child that you have in your imagination or you have created in your own mind. You respect this child that you really have in front of you. You honor him as a divine's perfect creation, and you connect with them, and then it's really easier when you just let go of all the expectation. It's really easy for you to connect with the child and see for who the child really is, what he has come to offer, this why this divine has gifted me with this beautiful child. So try to find the gifts in the child rather than putting labels on them, putting your expectations on them, and just all that crap that we do. Just cut that all crap and just see your child for who they really are and what they are here for, to teach you what, for you to experience something beautiful, to for you to experience the divine through them. And you also embrace the human connection, you also embrace the connection with the nature. And when you heal yourself, when you do not see one crap is of the expectation, another crap is your unhealed trauma, your own unhealed wounds of your childhood or your life. They are going to come in between your relationship with your child. So when you heal yourself, you'll be more authentic, you'll be able to serve the child better. So self love, self work, inner work, all those things you have to keep continuing, you have to keep doing it. And always choose love and compassion over anything, because they are really the highest virtues. So whatever happens, uh, love is, when you have any other choice, when you are one choice is love and other choice is anything, you please always choose love and always choose your child in front of anything in the world. They are your gurus. When you understand that, uh, at the same time, they they don't, like, not a that kind of guru, but they are your gurus. Once you have that thing clear in your heart and mind, it will bring a lot of innocence back within yourself, and you will start becoming a like a child, and you will become more and more eligible for to enter the kingdom of the god, and that heaven will come on earth through these children. To re-establish a beautiful bond, sometimes when we are not ready for these children, they can be very overwhelming for us. And since we have no idea how to um, handle these situations, we already have so many other things at the same time to take care of. You have a life, you have to pay the bills, you have to do the chores, you have to, at the same time, you have a child who is challenging, not really challenging, but just that it becomes challenging because we are not prepared for it or we do not understand it. Uh, so what helps is like when your eyes are closed, when you are like, you have to practice meditation with closed eyes and mindfulness with your open eyes. uh, that is what going to keep you in and on, always in that constant accepting mode, and you'll be able to serve the children better. And you have to treat them as equal. You have to understand that they are not anybody inferior to you, they are equal to you. But at the same time, you have your loving authority because you're more experienced in the earth game. It's not that they are going to lead you. You are the leader. At the same time, you respect them as equal. You take their consent. If you're making any decision in the house, just even if it's a small thing, that what vegetable, I mean, should what should be cooked for dinner today. So just if you involve them in such small things, and make them feel belonging, that feeling of belonging, and that they are a part of the decision making. Or even if you're coloring your house and you want what color you want for the walls, so just involve them in every little small thing and make them feel that they matter, their opinion matters, and uh, really make a choice with with their opinion. Okay, so treat them as equal. That's going to help a lot for you to re-establish the bond with each other. If that bond is damaged somewhere, if you're no, if it is not that great, it's no. So if you do this, it's going to help. So they are here to take us from the fear consciousness to the love consciousness. Somewhere we are in the middle, somewhere we are not yet. We probably will out of fear, but we are not there at the love consciousness. So they are here to take us to that level of the love consciousness. They are here to heal you. They are here to give you the opportunity to heal yourself and heal the world. They want to make the world a better place. They are here to show you the better way of doing things. Do not enforce your old and limited ways on them. Uh, just try to see the what uh, if they say something. Just try to honor it and allow them to guide you. Probably they have so much wisdom in that little word that they say, and if you go by that, it's going to take you to a completely new territory. And all the time, please take a look at the bigger picture. Don't look at the a situation. For example, a situation, look at the situation, why this situation has come, what is it here to teach us, how it is helping us grow. Okay, so Joe, just don't jump over and start blaming the child. He always does this, he is just like that, it never changes, the tantrums are no killing me and all those things. And just don't lose it. See that what the child is trying to tell you through this, because he is taking so much pain. At the same time, when you are hurting, the child is also hurting. The child is trying to tell you something. If you're not understanding, and you're getting back on them, it's no, it makes their job very difficult, because we need to start taking them seriously, not the other way around. I mean, yeah, it has to be mutual. I'm not saying that the child is going to lead or the parent is going to lead. It has to be a really, really, really mutual connection. So, what do they really need versus what you want for them? So, there you have certain ideas in your mind that you have created a lot of pictures about the child, and you know, probably you think that you really know what you your child should be like, what you want for them. Always try to look, what do they really need this. For example, if there are a lot of parents who want their children nowadays to excel in the extracurriculars, to excel in the sports, no, because that is a trend. So even if the child is not interested, a, a mother who could not be, who was not allowed to play sports in when she was a child, she's trying to fulfill her dream of becoming a badminton player like Sania Mirza. uh, and she's pushing the child to go to the training to excel in that sport. So does the child really need that, or it is something that you want for the child? So always see if something, if there is some conflict, you try to identify that, uh, where where is the issue. Is it I'm trying to enforce something that I want for the child, and I'm not able to identify the need of the child? So just always attend to their needs, and then you'll also get what you want. If you attend to their needs, uh, as a reward, you may also get what you want. You understand that parenting is a 20 years project, the child is a 20 years project, and you're only a facilitator to create a foundation of their life. And then you offer them to the world, and they are going to create their own reality. They're going to live their purpose. And you do this 20-year project in a way that they feel comfortable coming back to you after these 20 years, that they look forward to coming back to you, not that they just want to fly away and never look back again. So this is what how we can just re-establish that bond if it is not as great. So here my the Rudolf Steiner, the author, the philosopher, the Austrian philosopher, who has founded the Waldorf education system. He has given so many beautiful information, suggestions, and an entire wealth of information on children and education and parenting. So, just some quotes I would like to share from Rudolf Steiner. So he said he received the children in reverence. These are mostly for the teachers, but they apply for the parents also. So I'm just we can just take it for ourselves in the same spirit. So receive the children in reverence, educate them in love, and send them forth in freedom. So that is one. And the second is, you will not be a good teacher or you will not be a good parent if you only focus on what you do and not who you are. So your main focus should be on not on what you do, but who you really are. And that's what the child can see through. They can they always see through who you really are. And another one is, you must be for the children the representatives of the good, the true, the beautiful. The children must be drawn to the truth, the goodness, the beauty, simply because the children are drawn to you yourself. So, this is again coming that you have to become worthy of their imitation. They should be able to identify, you should be able to become the representative of the good, the true, the beautiful. And they should be drawn to your truth, your goodness, your beauty, your simplicity. Then they'll be drawn to you for all those things. That is what we have to do. So these children will take us to the future of humanity where there will be a new normal where the karma and the fear will not exist. We become the complete creators of our own reality, and the divine, all the divine human qualities will be in every human being, like unconditional love, compassion, will be heart based, or rather perfectly balanced in our heart and mind coherence. And the psychic abilities are like clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, they'll be like very normal and they'll be accepted, not like a taboo or not like a hoo-hoo. We will have telepathy, teleportation, the time, we can expand and contract time, we can jump the timelines, we can see the parallel realities. Uh, faster manifestation, unity consciousness, unconditional love. These children are bringing all these qualities to the forte. Do not get scared if you see these qualities in your children. Just play along with them, accept them, and allow the child that safe space where they can exercise these qualities. If they talk about some angels, or they talk about that I see this happening in the future, or if they tell that don't hang out with that person, if they tell you that no, don't do this is not going to work out, they may not say that this is not going to work out, they'll simply say don't do this, or they'll say do this instead. So just try to take it with a very positive thread. Don't be threatened by their gifts. Don't ask them to shut them down. Don't ask them to suppress. Allow them a free, safe space for them to express their gifts, because they're really gifts. There's nothing for you to be scared of these things, because they are the next step in the human evolution, and your children are more evolved than you. Just accept that fact, and allow them that expression. Whatever the neighbor says, whatever the relative says, whatever anybody else in the world says, you just accept your child with all their flaws, with all their gifts, with all their challenges. uh, that's what is the job of a parent, after all. And that's why they have chosen you, because they found you worthy of all those things, and they trusted you with that responsibility. Yeah, so that's all from my side. Yeah, we're open for questions. You may raise your hand
Yeah,
if you have any questions or any doubts.
yeah. Anyone is having any question, please raise your hand.
Lakshmi, Sandhya, please.
Very good evening, ma'am. It's not like mostly questions.
Yeah,
Want to appreciate the time you people has taken. And very at the starting, I thought I'm not a mom, and it's not may not be like interesting and all. But when I'm listening, I got interested with that. Along with that self development, like this indigo child and what we are going through, and the child and all. I'm very happy to hear these, like to grow myself and the next also to get. So I just want to appreciate the effort you have taken. The terms and all, we are well equipped with the meditation and all, but not with this sort of knowledge. Meditation and all we are into, but these are all new terms that why we think like this is not related to us, not interested. Most people we go don't connect with this child programs actually. Even my friends who are also having, they don't get connected at all, and I have seen only few people has joined, like I thought so many, but even I thought like to quit. So in the starting, it's not related, but I just sustain, and it's very good. Like all this is very informative. Thanks for the.
welcome, welcome. I'm happy. I'm happy that you liked it. You found it informative.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshmi. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. And please share your contact number too, so that I can forward you the workshop details.
Sure, ma'am.
Yeah. Anyone else would like to
Okay.
talk?
Any other questions or any other uh,
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
concerns or any doubts? Yeah,
Good
please
evening,
tell
ma'am.
me. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Good
Yes.
evening,
Go on,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes. Yes. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Myself, I am Rajeshwari from Gadag, ma'am, Karnataka. Actually, I am a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I had lot of doubts about the children where you cleared me slowly one by one. I came to know about the children
Okay.
mentality and psychology. I'm very happy and I'm blessed to be a part of this journey. Actually, I had a question about my child. He is about 10 years. He gets a dreams about
Hmm.
gods. He gets a dreams about gods,
Okay.
and he tells me and he explains me very clearly, and I feel as if I am in the dream. He has a very reality, whatever dreams he
Okay.
get. So how to overcome about it? I am really worried about it. He don't get it often. He don't get it often, but all he gets positive dream only. But I get fear that why he is getting such dreams in so small age. So what is the connectivity of the
Yeah. Yeah.
dreams and him? I'm little bit, and he does meditation also with me. I'm doing meditation from 5 years. So regularly he don't do. I regularly do my meditations. But my both children they do their meditations twice a day like that, and they follow golden book also, and they always stay positive, and they are very good at studies and they are very good at home, very cultured, and only worried about his dreams. Is there any solution, ma'am, for that?
It's a good thing. I mean, there's nothing to worry about. Dreams are as natural. No, they are pretty natural. And as since you said that no, they are mostly positive, so there's nothing to worry. So dreams are usually astral journeys. So all the dreams are like you're traveling in the astral, and whatever you are experiencing, just that he's conscious enough that he can remember all those everything that he has done there in the dream. Uh,
Yes.
so there's nothing to worry. And probably as the day progresses, he'll forget about it. If there is something important in the dream, maybe you will see a pattern, or you will see that whatever he dreamt is really happening or something like that. Then you can, as long as he is not uncomfortable with it, there's nothing to worry. Yeah. You may
Okay.
please share your number, ma'am. Have you filled the form?
Yes, ma'am. I've already filled them out.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
But you can still.
Actually,
I'll say just don't worry about the dreams. There's nothing to worry. This is absolutely normal. Just that he remembers it. Most of the people will forget it. We also have it.
No,
Okay, we also
okay.
get the
He
dream. We
remembers.
also have all, and he just that because they are for them that separation between this world and that world is not that great. Okay, it's very thin. For us, it is we can separate, and we can like distinguish for them it's all equal. So if he remembers, it's good, it's perfectly fine. So there's nothing to be threatened or to be worried about it.
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
1 second. Actually, no, I have found like a few email IDs are they are not correct actually, not able to send the mail. Okay, so I request the ma'am, what is her name right now talking?
Rajeshwari.
Rajeshwari.
Yeah, Rajeshwari ma'am, please share your number again over here. So we will be connected with you, and it will be helpful for you to, if they are having any other experiences, such kind of things. So you can discuss later on also with us, and we will be happy to guide you.
Okay, ma'am. No problem. I
Yeah,
will
sure,
share my
sure.
number after the session.
Yeah. Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, Mani.
Okay, Maneet was
Yeah, hi. I am Manat. I'm from New Delhi.
hi.
Yeah. First of all, I
Okay.
really want to say it was a wonderful session. I enjoyed it a lot, and it was a worth attending the session. I have just attended this session, the spiritual parenting. I guess this was a spiritual parenting, and it was a beautiful knowledge you have given to us today. Being a mother of two kids, I am very tuned into my own self. So every word you were explaining, everything you were explaining was actually resonating with my own journey. I'm being a meditator from last 5 years, and since I started my journey into meditation, I got to know a lot about the intuitions and the human are carrying those talents and powers within us. And by God grace, I am parenting two kids, and one is a crystal kid and one is a rainbow kid. And each word of yours actually resonating with my own journey, and it was a wonderful
Beautiful.
knowledge I had today. So I really looking forward to attend more of your sessions in future. Please let me know whenever there would be a session. I would really want to join it further.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad that you resonated with it, and you're
Yeah.
a mother to the wonderful children. This
Yeah.
is
Actually,
honor.
every parent of the kid is worried about my parenting. They are saying that you don't push your kid for studying. You don't push your kid for the way we are pushing. You don't feel worried about their future. I say no. I'm not worried about their future. I'm worried about their growth, how they are growing, being a human, how they are growing.
Mm-hmm.
It is more important. I'm more concerned about their growth. I'm more concerned about their compassion and kindness toward the humanity, not about their studies. पढ़ाई तो वो करेंगे ही. So they say that you
Yes.
are totally different. You are exceptional of parents. Because I am a meditator, and I
You're
understand my
the
journey. So I realized my own life purpose. So I am helping my kids to grow on their own, to realizing and enjoying their own life,
great.
their own selves.
Manita, ma'am, can I ask you one question? What is your purpose of life?
Yeah, I'm here to lighten up anybody who is coming on my way, because my journey started as a spiritual being when I was 8 year old. I lost my mother in my younger years. I was just 8 year old, and my grandmother, my nanny, took my parenting, and she was not knowing how to, upbring me. So she connected me with all the pujas and parts. I am a Sikh from a background, so I started doing all the part rituals, day and evening, from coming before going to school, coming from school. I used to sit with my nanny and I used to do all these things. And I never had a beautiful childhood because my mother was a beautiful soul and she left us very early. My father was a rebellious person. He was a very negative kind. I should not say this, but he was having a very negative mindset. He used to scold us a lot. He didn't like us playing together. So he was always like, me and my sister was always isolated from him. And my nanny was there to look after us. And after my marriage, I went into depression. I had a depression in 2002, where I started learning about my journey, being a soul. And then after 2 years of marriage, I got married in 2007, and it was a love marriage. Me and my husband started having some relationship issues because of his business loss. So he was not able to, give devote his time to a relationship. So we started having some issues together. And in 2013, I went into second depression. 2015, I went into third
Oh,
depression. From
Oh,
there, I started my journey. I connected with angels. I started getting numbers in front of me. They were
so
like triple
Manita,
two,
before,
triple
okay.
four, triple three. So
wow.
so the
Angel
coach,
numbers. Yeah.
so the coach I hired for my counseling, I spoke to her. So what kind of numbers I'm, every day these numbers are flashing in front of me. So she said, "Welcome to the world." So I said, "What does that mean?" She said, "Welcome to the world. Your spiritual journey has started now." So I was very
Yeah.
shocked to listen to her, and I said I wanted to know more about it. So she said, "Okay, come tomorrow. You are having a session with me. Let's come together and we will discuss about this thing." So she was the one who introduced me to meditation because I was into depression and I was taking counseling from her. And after that, I was running my own boutique. I'm a very good designer. I used to do a good designing, and it was a god gifted talent. I was not doing any course, and I never did any course, but my designing was very good. So I started a designer boutique after my marriage. So I left my designing line, and I adopted being a life coach. I myself trained myself as a life coach, and from last 5 years I'm following
Wow.
Patri ji, and I'm into this PSSM, and now I'm coaching people. So this is my life purpose,
So
to
this
help
is the
others.
platform money. It's very good, very nice. Wow, wonderful journey. I want to
Great
ask you
journey.
one thing, like, yeah. So yeah, this for sure that before this session, you know about these words, these terms like rainbow kid
Yeah,
and
yeah.
crystal kid. Okay, fine. So would you like to serve kids, other kids, all over kids, world kids? That is my question to you.
I
Would you
didn't get
like
you.
to?
Can you explain again? The voice was not clear.
Am I audible right now?
Yeah. Now it's clear.
So my question is, would you like to serve to the world kids, to all over world?
Yeah. It is my pleasure. I was,
Is this
getting intuitively. It was my intention, today when I was attending Diksha ma'am's session. So intuitively, I was getting these kind of, flashes within me, that the girls I'm coaching right now, I'm coaching two girls right now, and they are having some relationship issues. That I told that I learned my
hmm,
journey through my relationship issues. So
yeah.
my experience turned me into a life coach. So those girls are very keen, to have a great parenting, but they are not able to do good parenting to their kids because of their own relationship issues. So the things were like, I should, add I should add this spiritual parenting in my course now. I should tell them how to do a spiritual parenting to their kids. So I'm
Okay,
really,
so
really
please,
ready to serve
Wonderful.
now.
yeah, so please share your number over here,
Yes.
and we will have a word on it later on after the session will over.
Sure. I'm putting my number in the chat box.
Do you, as you said that you mentioned yourself as intuitive, and you said that you have a very good contact with angels. So intuitively, are you getting any messages regarding children?
Children, yeah, I am getting messages regarding the children, that we as a community right now, as we all are, I think we are on a lane of indigo childs. We all are indigo adults
Hmm.
now.
Yes.
So this is our responsibility to spread this word, to spread this spiritual parenting to our community right now, to
Hmm.
let the kids grow on their own. So
Hmm.
the future humans should not get the exploitation like the previous one had.
Okay.
So
Okay.
right now I am, yesterday my client was telling me, you were about to start a meditation
Okay.
session for the
Sorry,
kids.
Manit. Sorry. No, I'm
No,
disturbing
it's
you,
okay.
but we
It's
have
okay. It's
5 minutes left actually.
No,
So,
it's okay.
you just please share your number in chat box. We will have a
Sure.
talk, no, in very
Sure.
detail.
Thank you
So,
so much.
yeah, thank you very much. It was very nice to have a talk with you. Anyone else would like to say something or would like to ask question to Diksha ma'am? Yes, Anuradha ji. Hello. Not audible. Remove your earphones. Remove. Remove it.
सॉरी आपकी आवाज नहीं सुनाई है मैडम.
Good evening, Diksha ma'am, and
हाँ अभी ठीक है.
good
हाँ.
evening, Diksha ma'am, and good
Yes.
evening, Priya ma'am. Diksha ma'am, whatever you uttered, I came to know today that my son is a crystal baby,
Okay.
and
Cool.
he prefers to have the technology rather than human relationship. He's full time uses
Mm-hmm.
computers, and today I got to know because he was having some kind of tantrums. He was throwing tantrums on me. So today I learned because I never bought him an ice cream the other day, a tub of ice cream. I got him two ice cream. And
See, it's absolutely not related. You have to do that root cause analysis as a mother.
no, now
Okay,
my
great.
chocolate also, a Dairy Milk chocolate, but not the Oreo one. I got him a fruit and nut one. So now he 3 times he's been fighting with me, and now today I realize that I have to buy a tub of ice cream and that Oreo chocolate for him, and maybe then he'll be quiet. I mean, every single word what you uttered, I could get connected. I could relate it so easily now. I mean,
Wonderful.
and
Wonderful. I'm just so glad. You just give that to him and then you see what happens. Okay.
I've been telling him,
Because
for
see, this is how we build trust. Okay. When we fulfill our promise, so either you should not make a promise, or when you make a promise, you make sure
he
you
told
fulfill it.
I
Okay.
pick it up, but he didn't pick. He said, "No, mom, bill is going high. It's crossed $1,000, so let me forego the ice cream." I said, "Arey, you should have bought it. We had so many things to buy."
Oh,
And he left the tub of ice cream aside and he left the Oreo chocolate. But now I remember I'll go back to the stores and pick up for him and come. And I've been telling him, I'm not pushing you for work. Grow the way you want. Take 6 months break. Go where you want to go. And you want to go for a trip. You want to go for a holiday. You go, come back, and then do what you like. I don't push him for job. I'm not pushing him for studies, for further studies. Do what your heart desires. I've been telling him that.
yeah.
In fact, I've been telling everybody around, my son wants to, what I'm giving him time. Let him do what he likes. I'm not going to push him for anything. So thank you so much. I mean,
Great.
learned so many things. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. That makes me happy. But at the same time, you understand that you also have a loving authority, that you don't have to allow them to go haywire also. Okay, so you know when to exercise your loving authority. Okay, so that
I don't
balance you need to.
feel like I feel so bad like when he didn't pick up that ice cream. Until it was last to last Sunday, I think. Until today, I feel I have to go back and get him that ice cream and come now. Sure. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so next, anyone would like to share or ask anything? Please quickly raise your hand. Okay, so from my side,
Okay.
it was a very, very wonderful session, Diksha, and the much needed topics, the much needed information for everyone. Actually, we have, we have a little bit knowledge about these things, but heard from a bit from here and there. But for actual the yeah, Diksha, would you like to say something?
No, no, no. Somebody was leaving for in a class, in
Ah,
a journey class. So I said, okay.
yeah. So
Yeah, yeah. Go
actually,
on,
all
Priya.
mothers needed is full package. Actually, full package of the information, of the knowledge and wisdom, whatever we can say it for the kids. Maybe it is 9 to 16 year kid, or maybe the teenager or adults also, because the
Yeah.
mothers need to know, what type of kid she is having, and who has came in her home. So yeah, very nice, Anuradha ji. He's a born leader, very good. So that was it for today, and I would like to announce that we are going to have some series of these kind of sessions for mothers separately and for kids separately, as we have announced the crystal kid workshops, that is for 5 to 8 years, and 9 to 16 years, then pre-teens and post-teens. So we are regularly conducting these kind of workshops, and we are asking for registration for it. So those who are interested can give their names in comment box. Those who are going to listen to this audio video afterwards on YouTube, please write up your name and your contact number or email ID in the comment section below, and yes, we will get back to you for the information of these workshops. We are waiting for that. And for mothers, not only these kind of sessions we are going to offer, in future we are going to have many other different aspects for mothers, because a mother just only doesn't need to know about her child, she also need to know about herself also, because from there her journey starts. Actually, from there she can serve to others, whether it may be her husband or a child. Okay, so yes, mothers, just get ready, gear up
Buckle
yourself
up.
for the yeah,
We'll
so
be
flight
going
is
for a
going to
ride.
yeah, flight is going to take us. So yes, everybody get mentally prepared for that big bang is coming. Okay, so thank you very much, Diksha ma'am. Thank you very much for such
Thank you, thank you,
wonderful.
thank you so much for having me. I'm really happy that the if
Thank
it,
you.
even if I said no one
Thank you
tantrum
so
is
much.
taken care of, my purpose is served. So I'm really
Yes.
feeling glad that it is served. My job. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
I could
We just
deliver
loved the
this.
session.
Thank you,
Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you so much.
thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Thanks, Priya. Thanks for having me. And yes, yeah, we can end. The next session is starting. Bye. I'm leaving. Okay.